Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Well, no matter how hard we try, we can't keep Guy Montgomery out of Australia, and that's just how we like it. The Kiwi comedian is back on our shores with his epic national show titled I've Noticed So Many Things, It'd Be Unfair to Keep Them to Myself. Guy Montgomery, hello.
Here he is.
Good morning, Jonesy, Amanda. It's a pleasure to be in your esteemed company once more and to be broadcasting in Australia. Even though you try to keep me out, as you sort of said, I like that idea.
Yeah, we're trying to put some tariffs on you.
We like you being here. It's great. I like that. It's a good thing.
Now, Jonesy just mentioned earlier about your tattoo, Patrick Schwarzenegger. Tell us about that.
Yes. Well, Patrick Schwarzenegger is obviously, he's exploded into the public consciousness with his incredible performance on the third season of White Lotus earlier this year. But he first took my eye as a young buck playing a fraternity brother in Adam Sandler's admonished comedy Grown Ups 2. And this is a movie I became intimately familiar with for my podcast, The Worst Idea of All Time, with my comedian friend Tim Batt, in which we would watch and review the same movie every week for a year. So we watched Grown Ups 2 52 times in a calendar year, and one of the star performers for me was this anonymous kind of frat boy in the background of Frame. And we were watching and we became quite consumed by him until about 20 episodes in we were told, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger's son. That's Patrick Schwarzenegger. And then that obviously got us even more excited to the point that at the end of the season, we did a crowdfunding trip to get to Los Angeles for our finale because we built an audience across the season of the podcast. And our stretch goal was if we raised, I can't remember what the amount was, but it was like if we raised, say, $5,000, we will, not only will you get us to America to put on the show, but we will also get matching Grown Ups 2 themed tattoos. And the tattoo we chose was an outline of Patrick Schwarzenegger's face. And it's actually, it's amazing really because I'm in contact with Patrick Schwarzenegger now. Like 10 years ago when we got the tattoos, we tweeted at him and we said, Patty, we're in LA, we've got to get a beer, and showed him photos. And I think it kind of freaked him out. Yeah. But we've had these sort of dueling careers as time goes on. And 10 years on, I'm sure I've faded into the background of his mind and he's become so successful. But I've managed to get the tattoo in front of him again. So I've got him on Instagram DMs. I can reach out to this man as and when I please.
Is it annoying to you, Guy, that it was a quirky subset of an actor when you got the tat, and now he's one of the most famous actors in the world, and it looks like you're fanboying someone very famous?
No, I don't mind it. I mean, Tim, my esteemed podcast co-host, he's worried that Patty's flying too close to the sun. He's always been worried about the prospect of cancellation, or if it turns out that Patty makes some egregious misstep, that will have him branded on us forever. But I believe in Patty. I think he's a good guy, and I'm proud to have the tattoo.
Good. I'd like to see a reciprocal tattoo. Patrick Schwarzenegger gets a Guy Montgomery tattoo on his butt.
Yeah. We're ways away, but I also like that idea. I think that, that's a fair trade.
Yeah. You're thinking that with Donald Trump putting tariffs on Hollywood, not yet on television, but maybe that's around the corner, we'll have White Lotus Boise, Idaho up next.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, can I also say, I came across I was just reading the news this morning before we got on the call, and I came across this fascinating tidbit of trivia. Now, do you know that the vegetable kale was originally used as dressing? It wasn't even meant to be eaten the way we eat it now. Is it Pizza Hut?
Hang on, so where are you getting this from? That's
Guy,
amazing.
you are fascinating.
Mind blown.
Look, for those who've joined us, let me explain why Guy is...
I don't think there's
I can't tell if you're razzing me or Jonesy. I had that information. A month later, Jonesy said, I've got some information for you. He doesn't listen to a word I say,
Did
Guy.
you say that? Guy, do you mind if I use that? Can I use that from you?
Of course. Right. Wait, you're telling me you guys have already covered this piece of trivia on your show?
Mind blown.
What a shock, Guy.
Bombshell stuff.
I mean, I know that you're engaged. Do you have this with your partner? Does she say you don't listen to a word I say?
No, I'm a very astute listener. Listening is one of my great strengths. Even now, you'll notice I've responded to the question you asked. I think, I would say the greater issue, as opposed to the gender politics at play, would surely be that as co-hosts of a breakfast radio show, you're turning over so much information at once. It'd be very difficult to keep. I just feel embarrassed that my piece of trivia has been covered already. I feel like a rightful.
Oh, don't you just? Don't you just?
We should all get tattoos of everything. Particularly,
we should. You know what? The three of us should get tattoos of kale on our arms.
That's what we should do. I think I'm just impressed that you watched Grown Ups 2, because I remember Grown Ups 1, which I kind of liked.
It wasn't bad.
And then Grown Ups 2, when you said it, I went, oh man, I just can't remember that movie.
It was terrible.
I tell you, I actually haven't seen Grown Ups 1, which is maybe why I was struggling to make sense of Grown Ups 2.
Grown Ups 1 is worth watching.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. Grown Ups 2, I think it's a movie poster. Guy, it's always great to talk to you. For tickets to see Guy Montgomery at the Sydney Comedy Festival, head to livenation.com.au. Will you be revealing the tattoo on stage?
No. The show is largely. I mean, you know, the diehards will know that Paddy's with us the whole time.
Right.
But for a lot of people, it's not even relevant that he's on my ass while I'm talking.
Right. You just say he's out the back.
Yeah, he's out the back.
Yeah, exactly. We've got Patrick Schwarzenegger waiting out the back. He's dying to see you all.
Depending how the show goes.
Exactly.
Guy, thank you.
Thank you, Guy.
Thank you.
Thank you.